Hello, check two. Hello, good evening, and welcome back to the Reggae University right here at Rototom SUNSPLASH 2026, 31st edition of Rototom SUNSPLASH. Most of you who've been with us for a few years, you know that during the program here at the Reggae University, we are always pleased to share this platform with the brothers and sisters from the House of Rastafari. And we will be having a joint conversation with Norman Grant from the Twinkle Brothers about his journey in music and his journey in Rastafari. But before that, right about now, we will have an opening benediction, some drumming and chanting from the House of Rastafari. So please, put your hands together, give a warm welcome to the House of Rastafari.
Selassie, 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 Jah Rastafari, Jah Rastafari. Behold how good and how pleasant it is for I and I to dwell together in both unity and love. For it's like the precious oil that falleth from the head to the beard, even Aaron's beard and unto the skirts of his garment. It's the dew of Hermon and the dew that descendeth unto the mountains of Zion, for it is there that Jah Rastafari has commanded the blessing, even life, life, life forevermore. Jah Rastafari. Yes, I hear the words of the Rastaman say, Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Babylon, your throne gone down. Jah, yes, I hear the angel with the seven seals. Rabba Babylon, your throne gone down, gone down. Vatican, your throne gone down. Jah, I say fly away home to Zion, fly away home. Jah, I say fly away home to Zion. Jah Rastafari. Oh, I say one bright morning when my work is over, I will fly away. Oh, Jah. Yeah, I say one bright morning when my work is over, I will fly away home. I say fly away home to Zion, fly away home. Jah, I say one bright morning, yes, when my work is over, I will fly away home. Jah, birds in the treetops, hailing far right, flowers in the garden, lifting up their heads. Rastaman sight up in our eyes, chanting eyes on too far right. So why should I not hail Jah Rastafari? I say fly away say fly away home to Zion. Jah Rastafari. Birds in the treetops hailing far right. Flowers in Jah garden lifting up their heads. Rastaman sight up in our eyes, yanting eyes on too far right. So why should I not hear Rastafari? Oh, Rastafari, oh, Sila. Oh, Jah Rastafari, oh, Sila. By the rivers of Babylon, oh, Rastaman stand firm, for there we wait when we remember Zion. By the rivers of Babylon, here Rastaman stand firm, for there we wait when we remember Zion. For the wicked carry us away, captivity required from us a song. Jah, how shall we sing Rastafari song in a strange land? Oh yes, the wicked carry us away, captivity required from us a song. Jah, how shall we sing Rastafari song in a strange land? Rastafarians walk in a rightful way. Oh, Rastafarians walk in an upright way. Rastafari walk in a rightful way. The rightful way is to watch and pray. Rastafari no one, no carnal mind. Holy Mount Zion is a holy place. No sin shall not tempt her dear. Holy Mount Zion, no sin shall not tempt her dear. So let the words of thy mouth and the meditation of thy heart be acceptable in thy sight. Hail Rastafari. So let the words of thy mouth and the meditation of thy heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Rastafari. I me say keep cool, Babylon, you don't know what you're doing. Jah, keep cool, Bobby Wrong. You don't know what you're saying. Jah, he said, keep cool, Bobby Wrong. You don't know what you're doing. Keep cool, Jah. Keep cool. King Rasta yarding up soon. Jah, he come with lightning and thunder to clear the way. Whirlwind come and blow them away. Keep cool, Jah. Keep cool. King Rasta yarding up soon. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love I bring for I. Peace and love, Jah. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love I bring for I. Peace and love. Joe, if your mother won't come, and if your sister won't come, Joe, peace and love I bring for I. Peace and love. And if your papa won't come, Joe, Rastafari. And if your brother won't come, I say peace and love now you bring for I. Peace and love. Joe, Mount Zion, oh, far I. Mount Zion, oh, far I. Joe, Mount Zion, oh, far I. Mount Zion, oh, far I. In Ethiopia, the Lion of Judah. For I and I in Ethiopia. Jah, 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 an Empress Menenas far. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is Friday night to dwell together in amity and love. Precious oil that falleth from the head to the beard, Aaron's beard, and unto the skirts of his garment, the dew of Hermon, and the dew that descended unto the mountains of Zion. For it is there that Jah Rastafari has commanded the blessing of life for evermore. Jah Rastafari.
Greetings and perfect love from the House of Rastafari. This is Anaya being a chance of redemption, chance of salvation, chance of awareness, upliftment, perfect strength, perfect love. The House of Rastafari, the brothers and the sisters, coming here to share this love of Rastafari. So give thanks for being part of this. Give thanks for your strength. Give thanks for what we feel very, very strong, which is your love, yeah? Your connection. We all one, we all I, yeah? One I, one God, one aim, one destiny, and one Rastafari for us all. Blessed love, Rastafari.
You can leave them there. I think it's fine. Yeah, come. So, and, yeah. And, yeah. Yeah, don't worry about the chairs. Just come and have a seat. Okay, so thank you very much to the House of Rastafari for giving us some Nyabingi drumming to kick off this very special session. And before we begin, just to remind you, our co-chairs of this session and the other sessions right here at the Reggae University. At the far end of the table, we have Ellen Lily Cullings and Pete Lilly from Rhythm Magazine, based in Cologne, Germany. Many of you will already know that Rhythm Magazine was in print for 25 years and has recently made the transition to an online publication. So I'm encouraging everyone to go online, go to rhythm.world, that's RIDDIM.world. Go and subscribe, show your support, sign up to get regular news, views, interviews, reviews, you name it, it's on there. All the reggae content that you need from Jamaica, from Germany, from across Europe and around the world. And right now, rhythm.world is there in both English and German. So do go online and subscribe. The gentleman next to me over here, Pier Tosi, broadcaster and journalist from Bologna, Italy. Pierre has been presenting the Soul Shakedown Party radio show in Bologna since, I think, is that 1992? All the way since 1992 and still going strong. And for several years, he was also the presenter of a show on Hits 92 FM in Jamaica. You also have myself, David Katz, author and documentary maker based in London, England. My latest book is entitled Dub Revolution, Jamaica Sonic Innovators and the Birth of Remix Culture. Go online and look for that, or go to your favorite bookstore and order it. And next to me we have Ross Julio from the House of Rastafari, and next to him Ross Ivy from the House of Rastafari. And right about now, we will be welcoming our very special guest, Norman Grant from the Twinkle Brothers. So,
blessed love.
Yes, Norman Grant, welcome back to the Reggae University. We were privileged to have you and your brother, Ralston, I think it was 10 years ago or so. Yeah. Now this session, because it's a special collaboration with the House of Rastafari, there will be a focus on Rastafari. However, in the interest of balance, I'm aware that Norman Grant has a deep, long, rich history in music, as have our other guests here at the Reggae University. So I'm interested to trace some of that evolution from even before the Rastafari element was expressed overtly in the music.
Yes, well, Twinkle Brothers started out 1962. Wow. Yes, 1962, we started out,
Yes.
Jamaica got independent. We were singing before that, like from 10 years old. in the neighborhood,
Okay.
the local churches, 'cause, you know, we grew up, there are churches everywhere, and different denomination of church.
Okay.
So we were listening to all these different kind of music from that time, you know. I could remember when I was like 8,
Okay.
I got interested in music. But 1962, Jamaica got independent, and there was like, on a parish level, they have this competition. And we entered for Trelawney, and we won from 1962. Every year we won for Trelawney.
Okay.
And you go to the semi-final and then to the big national final. So we did that from 62 right up until 1968.
Uh-huh.
We won 2 gold medals, one as Twinkle Brothers and one as Norman Grant solo. And that was a Jamaican, you know, thing. You know,
Yes.
the Papa and Mentor. And then 1969, we entered again and we came first with another group. So they didn't issue any gold medals. 69, they give us 2 silver medal. That was the amateur kind of thing, you know. But we were mixing with all these top artists
Uh-huh.
at the time, because you're backstage, so you were close to the Blues Busters, you know, all them guys. Alton Ellis when he just started out, Jimmy
Yes.
Cliff, you know, we were there behind stage with them, you know. And even in Kingston, you know, I tried to record from I was like 10. But every time I reach Kingston, they say you were late. If you came earlier, the day we went to Coxon, they were packing up their instruments. And when we sing, because as singers, you know, like 3 people, you make your rhythms. Because it's the singers that create the music, you know, because you sing to a producer and you have to sing it that he said, yeah, it's a good song.
Right.
So you even have the arrangement for the song. One of the guys doing the if you don't have a guitar, because a lot of artists couldn't able to buy a guitar or make a guitar.
Okay.
So you could have to keep beat. Or somebody come with the horn section. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da. So when you sing it to these professional musicians, they hear where they're going to put the music.
So they knew how to translate it into parts.
Yes, and even when ska was about, you know, that fast Jamaican music, slow Jamaican music were making around that time also. Because the musician, they can't play quicker than how an artist can express their lyrics.
Right.
Some song you can speed it up, but some song you can't take it quicker than how the singer can express. So the musician finds styles by playing those things to match what the artist is doing.
Okay, so you mentioned a while ago that one of the medals you got was for Norman Grant as a solo artist.
Yes, 1968.
And so I believe the first recording that you made, that comes out crediting Norman Grant as a solo artist. So let's just have a little listen to track 1, and we'll see what you can tell us about this one, Norman.
Yeah, man, 1964. That's, yeah, the first Norman Grant recording, yeah. And it so happened at the time, I went to Kingston on my own.
because my brother, he went to a college up in Christiana, call it Kabla Camp,
Right.
where you can go and learn trade. When you reach 16 years of age, you could go to this place and you can go and learn mechanic or electrician or welder, whatever. Because while my brother was at that camp, he met Family Man, because Family Man was also at that camp.
Indeed.
So when I made the record, I went to the camp to see my brother, and I said, I went to Kingston and I make the tune. I did it, and them days when you make a song, it's playing. Every Thursday, if you tune in to Beverly's, you're going to hear these songs playing all over Jamaica. These songs are playing. And the sound system were playing these songs, So for me, it was good. And for me, it was work. Because I got paid for it, They paid me £10.
Right.
And £10.64 are big money. Yeah, big money, Because you have other artists who weren't getting £10.
And so who did you do the song for, Norman?
Beverly's, Leslie Kong.
And did you have to pass an audition, or how did it go?
Oh, yeah. You don't go into these people places unless you have a talent. As the records say, what you doing at the studio, boy? You can't play music, you can't sing, you have to have some kind of talent. So even at 10 years old, you have, child hanging out at the recording studio. Right. But sometimes they run you. You say, go to school. You should be in school. So in Jamaica, every Sunday, they have the audition at these different producers. And you go and you sing in front of the producer, like Duke Reed, Coxsone, Prince Buster, all of them,
yes.
And as I say, you have to sing the tune. I remember when we went to Duke Reed, and when we sing, he said, you know, no more tune. I will sing. He said, that's a flip tune. So I didn't understand what you mean by flip. But flip is the B-side, He wanted to hear his A-side tune. But luckily, we had lots of songs that we wrote.
Okay.
So we sing one song and he loved it, which was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. That was 1966. The first Twinkle Brothers recording.
Oh, I see.
That's when Twinkle Brothers made their first song together.
Okay.
But doing all of this, music is what I did. So I was working, making money, because I haven't done nothing but music all my life, tell the truth, Right. All that I've achieved is from my talent, really.
Okay, so...
And it become a business. Even talking to you guys know it's business. And I know you guys gonna make money out of this, really, me being here. So my attitude in the whole thing, I want you guys to know my attitude. I prefer to be underground than to be boom, 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 and boom.
Okay.
I prefer to be bubbling. I don't want to be, what I'm calling superstar business. I like to know the business also. So I've learned, I've learned.
I hear you.
So all these things, tell you the truth, I have nothing bad to say about my career.
Okay.
It was all a learning. And I started to produce myself from very early. From 1971, I spend my own money and make my own music.
Okay,
because when I realized what was happening in the business them days, the musicians were playing, and all they were charging was £6 to build a rhythm.
Oh.
So when I checked Family Man, I said, how much you guys charge for a song? And when he told me £6, I said, I can afford it. I was working in the hotels, getting my weekly paid.
Right.
So I booked my first session in 1971. Because I record for Bonnie Lee and whole part of producers before that.
Yes.
But I started to have control. Because tell you the truth, music is a control thing. Somebody want to have control. Now for me, I'd like to make sure that I have some kind of control. Serious. That's why I do what I do.
Okay, so you just mentioned your first self-production, and I know House of Rastafari are anxious to come in, but I just want to squeeze in another couple tracks from the pre-Rasta phase. So, Selector, give us a little taste of track 11.
Yeah, man, it's Family Man and bass, you know, and
Okay.
Carly and drums.
Okay.
Yeah, the first Twinkle Brother session that I paid for myself. And all the musicians, there were like about 15 musicians came. I even have hornsman knocking stick, you know, because they want some work, you know. And I say £6 a song, you know.
Okay.
So from you can pay the musician £6 to build a rhythm, they play.
Okay.
You know, so luckily this was one of the hit songs from that session, 1971. Because we did, I think, six or seven tracks. And, you know, them days, if you do that amount of song, you're gonna have hits in there, you know, even half of what you do. Because every session, you're gonna find hits. Because it's the people that make the hits anyway.
Okay.
You as a musician, you can feel certain song, or as a writer, you want to write certain thing, but it's the people who buy. So with me now, I don't like to waste time making music. I have to enjoy making my music, you know, and I try to sing subjects that other artists doesn't sing about,
Right.
you know.
And so what about making that transition? Because in addition to singing and arranging the vocal harmony, you were also producing.
Oh yeah, yeah, as I said, I started to spend my own money in producing from 71. Because before that, you sing for other producers, and I used to check how they were doing their thing, and I was learning, you know, and because, well, I wouldn't say I suffer in this business, because it was a work. For me, I always see it as a work.
Right.
And when I work, I get paid.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Okay.
So, with all of that, I make sure I have some kind of control
Right.
of what I do. You know,
So
because with all of this, it's not going to happen until when you drop.
So having your own label was a
Yeah,
way
man,
of
and the
doing
best
that.
thing I could have done. And I would encourage any artists to produce themselves. But knowing, you have to know the market, what you're producing for, what you're doing. Because you can make lots of music and you don't have a market for the music. Some company, they maybe pay artists lots of money for a song, for an album. But when they check the market side of it, they realize they're not going to make back their money.
Right.
So they don't even release
Gotcha.
lots of good songs. But with me, it's not the sales of record that determine another Twinkle Brother release. I will always put in out music because I have them to put out.
Okay.
You know, I have more than 40 albums unreleased.
Oh,
Twinkle Brothers that haven't been released, but I don't play it.
okay.
It's only for my ear. Not
Okay.
for other musicians, not for other singers, just for me. Serious. Because I have my studio, so I make music.
I see.
So unless it's going to be released, that's when, because really the way I see this music is going now, from a record is released, is free.
Right.
And I still like to know that, you know, you invest in something, so you should be able
Get
to
some
recoup
return. Yes.
something.
Yes.
So that's my philosophy, really. You know?
Okay.
So I'm not going to ball, as I say, because everything gone modern now. Even this festival, from you do it, it's for the world.
I hear you. I hear you.
You know, it's not just one thing again. It's
Okay,
gone, you know. So I want to make sure that I'm with it. When it's gone, Twinkle Brother must gone too.
Gotcha.
So I'm working on the marketing and distribution of my business now.
Okay.
Because I've been promoting Twinkle Brothers all these years. All these shows we're doing is promotion. What you're doing today is promotion. So I give thanks that people are interested or want to come and hear what you have to say, and give thanks that people are listening. And I'm glad that we still have people that will go in their pockets when they hear a music and say, I want one of that, and pay for it.
For real.
Not just download it,
Okay,
So that's where I'm at with the music, and I'm glad that I'm doing what I'm doing,
Thank you. So, in making this transition to hand over to Ross Julio and Ross Ivy to bring in the Rastafari element, let's just take a little listen to a snippet of track 19 to enable the Rastafari to come in.
Well, this session is the first Twinkle Brothers session where we played the music ourselves. Because before that, I was hiring other studio musicians, building Twinkle Rhythms. But 1964, we went in the studio and I played drums. And it so happened that most of the Twinkle Brothers' big hits that people love, I'm the one who playing the drums. So from this first session, we played the drums ourselves. And I remember when we booked the session, and the musician that we normally would use, because, around the studios, they have lots of studio musicians. They said, well, I'm Twinkle, I make we eat again, the man, and take away the food. But, we learned to play our own music because I remember one day, we were rehearsing, Twinkle Brothers were rehearsing on we call it a draggy bank. And some people stop and listen. Okay, in them days when you're singing, you attract crowd. And people are there listening you. And if you're doing good, they're with you. But when you're not doing good, you look at them and they look miserable. And when you do the right thing, some of them will just jump up. A long time I tell you, that if you do. And they weren't telling you nothing, It's you doing what you're doing, working out your songs, Okay. So this day, brother and myself, we were rehearsing, and a group of people came, and this guy's family from London came down at the time. And they stopped and listening to us on the bank, singing, and we're holding the rhythm, as I say, with your mouth, ching, ching, ching. And the guy listened to us for about 3 hours, and he just kissed him teeth. Oh, no, worthless. Look how long we're not chinging. What if you buy some instruments? And some other people rush him and say, leave the man, leave the youth, them alone, make them thing. And I think about it, serious. Because I was working in the hotels. So I bought a bass amplifier and speaker box. And I bought a rhythm guitar amplifier and a guitar. No, serious. So we started out like from 1977, because we came third in the Jamaican Festival Song Contest, 1970, when Upton Lewis won with Boom Shakalaka.
Okay.
Twinkle Brothers were third. We got a bronze medal that time, you know. So we start to play music. So the day when I went and booked the studio time and come back to country, and I told my brothers, we're gonna go to studio. They said, we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. I said, what do you mean? What we're rehearsing for? We've been rehearsing for weeks. We're ready. So you know, even that first recording, we make mistakes, but the mistakes become beefsteak, and that was a saying that Bonnie Lee would say to us as artists. When you sing for Bonnie Lee, and when you make a mistake and you want to correct it, he said, no, that's the beefsteak, you know? So even now, a lot of musicians listening to original music, and they're playing mistakes that the musician made. Some of the instruments were out of tune. So by the time it go to record with the echo and reverb, it put into another key. Some musicians playing even the wrong chords from the original, unless the original person tell them, no, this is the chord that we actually use. A lot of them don't even hear it. Because when the record play on different turntable, it's different speed. So different keys, you know? So even these things I experience and knowing all the music created, you know, because them days, even the piano in the studio from ska time, that piano is out of tune, because we didn't have those tuner people who come out every week to tune up the instrument, because they were old men, you know, like in the 90s or so.
Right.
So when you go now to play with your bass and your guitar, you have to down tune to the keyboard in the studio. Sometimes some of the notes not even be working. So you have to play around it, you know what I mean? So that's how lots of the hits come about.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So, Ross Julio and Ross Ivy, yes. What do you want to bring to this session with the Rastafari element in Twinkle Brothers music?
Wow, what a honor to be here. It's a joy indeed, it's a joy. And well, you know, we as House of Rastafari, we're not really music journalists, you know, we have better people doing the works. We're here interested in learning and sharing with the people about the Rastafari side of your musical journey. Yeah, so this is what we're really keen to hear. So
Well,
we know that even before the item were Rastafari,
Yes.
there was Rastafari present, because if I'm not wrong, your name, the very name
man.
Twinkle Brothers.
Some may say,
Please.
Rastaman,
Please.
yes. Because as I say, we've been singing like from 8, so from I think we were like 10, 11, you know, we're on the corner in the night, like 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, we're singing. And this Rastaman, he was the man who was walking around the town and was always fireborn, speaking truth and rights to the people. But those are the Rastaman I know that was very independent. You know, they were doing farming. So if they come to ask you for something, they would give you something to get something. It wasn't like they're begging you anything. They would have something that you could barter. So you go to the fisherman and he would bring something, and the fisherman would give you some fish. You go to the butcher man, he give you some, you know, that's how it was. So nobody was short of nothing, you know, them days. So the Rastaman was preaching those kind of talk, you know, and I used to notice those guys were, you know, not so well humble. They were humble within a sense, but they used their mouth, you know, and fireborn authority. You know, because even sometimes a policeman maybe arrest a Rastaman with ganja, and when they go to the court, and when the policeman bring out the ganja that he arrest the Rastaman for, the Rastaman would say, Your Honor, it was more herb than that.
Whoa. whoa.
A lie them I tell, the more herb than that them take. You know, those kind of ways. So even that respect, Rasta had that from that time. You know, they were doing things where you could learn and see that, you know, self-reliance, these guys were into that. They weren't robbing, they weren't, you know, stealing, just preaching truth and rights, you know. So even that, as I say, you know, we were listening, plus, as I say, the gospel side of it, the spiritual side of it, listening to melodies, because I know music have a power. And when you can put words to that power, it's gone. Whether it's a hymn or whatever, from the beat and the chords running away and the words, you'll catch people, you know. So that's what I try to do in my music, you know. And because people don't have time now to actually listen, they will listen further on. But because I'm in the business when you have to make the music first, then you sing it to the musician, and the musician find a beat, and then you record it. And I've seen things change over the years, where now you make rhythms, and then you put melody to rhythms. So for me, it's not a problem, because I can make music any kind of way. Even being here right now, it inspires me, it inspires me, you know, inspire me to write something. You know, and sometimes things come up that way. So for me, because I'm also a musician, when I play my drums, I can hear the bass line, I can hear where I want to take the song. And from you put the chords now to the song, because music now you have time to do music now. One time you never have that time, because even in the studio it's just, you run through it one time and the next time it's take. Yeah? But because it's gone, everything gone modern now, you spend too much time now. I think people are spending too much time now on music. Because right now they don't use their ears again to listen to music now. You look in the studio, when you go to the studio now, people looking on the music, on the screen. They're not using their ears again to feel the music. Your stereo ears, and you will hear so the tune is right from you spend a few hours on the music. You will hear where it's going. As I say, I don't waste time on music. I can't be bored doing music. You know, so my sessions, if I have a 10-hour session, I could do 10 songs in 10 hours. But these modern things now, 10 songs you have to spend, if you don't mind, you spend hundreds of hours. And you're not selling the thing now with the sales, unless you have your marketing things set up where you know you can sell, you know, the amount of people that love Twinkle right now. It's millions of people. But I'm not selling millions. I want to sell millions on my Twinkle records. So people buy, you know, keep buying, because I know you're listening, you know. So that's, as I said, that's where the business is. You know, we have to think as Rastaman, because we would like to help. I sing lyrics where, you know, all I sing about. I would like to manifest these things. You understand? So if I was making the capital out of what I'm doing, I would invest in countries where people need investment to make more people, you know, get more. But this thing, as I say, control. Somebody want to control. And I want to make sure I'm in that control. I'm telling you, and I say it already and I say it again. You know? So what I'm saying to you guys now, I know it's going to be to the world. So when the world is hearing, that's good. And I don't want to complain. I'm not one of them artists that going to complain. No. Okay. Because some of the same songs that maybe you didn't get paid for, those are the songs that make you popular. Right. So learn the business and do the business so you can make some business.
I hear you. Yes, so Ross Julio, yeah, what else do you want to bring into the conversation from the Rastafari perspective?
Give thanks, give thanks. Well, many of us, many of I and I here have been growing up in the faith also listen to the IL music, yeah? So what I would really love to know is, what did you see in those Rastafari brethren and sisters that attracted you so much to the point in which you stop being observing Rastafari and you become Rastafari? Yes. Give thanks.
Well, as I say, it was always around you, yeah? But at the same time, as I said, music, luckily I was doing music, and as I say, I haven't done nothing else but music, and get paid to do music. And as I say, seeing the Rastaman who is very independent and self-reliance, and on a world topic, because, you know, we only had a few people with radios in them days, but the Rastaman was like a newspaper. He would tell you things that were happening, just like how the pastor, the preacher man come around, because the preacher man, he studied the Bible, and he can come and tell you, verse 36, chapter this and chapter that, because he studied it, he learned it. The Rasta man that were preaching the Rasta thing, they were studying the book same way, that they could talk and talk with sense, that you could understand what they're saying at the time, and have things to tell you, to show you, written things. Because them days, lots of books, you couldn't, if they catch you reading certain books, they're gonna lock you up, you know, say you're a madman and you weren't supposed to be reading certain books unless, no, serious, I've been, you know, I've seen that happen. You know, I was born 1950. So coming up through the thing and love music, I was always close to music. When I come from school, even the sound system. I remember when we were like 8, 9 years old, you had sound system that was going around and playing loud music. But it wasn't Jamaican music they were playing. It was American music. And the early Jamaican music was the mento, you know, something like near to calypso. And you would say it's rude lyrics, but they were entertaining lyrics. So in the hotels now, you could sing all these songs. All the pop songs of the day, Twinkle Brothers were singing them and seeing where the thing was taken. So as I say again, with Rasta, that was the channel, because I started making love songs. You know, like Sweet As She Is was the first session. But I purposely choose to produce the way I produce. You know, change, you know, because as I said, people not even interested in singers singing. You know, you have a time when some singer, I sing out them heart and soul. A man could feel to say, too much of that now. Come off our stage, you know, serious. If you don't have a beat, people don't have time now, you know. So from your song Roll Off, it have to have something to catch the people. Because they will listen to what you're saying later on. Especially with reggae music. It take on the world, and the world adapt reggae music. So some people now will love the music from something they hear. So I've been in the business, as I say, when singers were singing, and a lot of them weren't making no hits. Or if they were making the hits, they weren't getting paid for the hits, you know? So it even go through a period where singers were singing half key, and people love it, and turn lots of them into superstars. You know, because there's an audience for everything. Every music that made, there's an audience. So as I say, as a singer or a producer, you must know which audience you want to attract. You know, and for me, I try to go down the Rastafari lane because truth and rights, that's what I deal with. And every Twinkle Brothers album, there is some message there, you know. And the good thing we have music, a lot of people still don't have time, or, you know, the way you were brought up, it wasn't even to read.
Yes.
You know, so a lot of people weren't reading, but they were listening to music. So one record playing for 3 minutes can teach hundreds of people things where they maybe have to go and read 2, 3 books to learn these things. So I'm glad for what I'm doing, you know, because, you know, and I'm glad that you're listening, you know.
Thank you.
Give thanks.
So we've just about just about reached the time when we're going to give you the opportunity to put a few questions to our special guest. But before that, Ross Julio and Ross Ivy, House of Rastafari, do you have one last question for the gentleman about the Rastafari element in his music?
Give thanks,
That's it.
Rastafari. Yeah, I think most of ones in here, and especially them who cling to the faith of Rastafari, they will say that Twinkle Brothers was part of their educational process and put words to what many as young Rastafari, wherever we grew up, what we went through. So when I'm saying, since I broke the comb away,
Yes.
man feel it, innit? Yeah, because you grew up in that environment where your mama don't love, you know, and then get partial on you and workplaces and driving licenses and things, you know. So it's just part of the process, you know, and the iTunes has been that heretical recharge, you know, and you can pull them, it's timeless. When we say, when we talk about cultural music and especially classic music, to Iman, Twinkle Brothers, it's like there's no time stamp to it, it's classic, them say like good music.
Well, as I say, in those lyrics, you know, when I think about it, I never hear any other artist. The only person I remember at the time sing something, what's his name again? The producer, singer. He did a tune, and I was playing the song in my record shop, and the idea come about. Because as I say, when I write songs, I look out, you know, internationally. You know, so if I'm in a little room, when I'm making my music, I'm seeing the world, you know, and people and thoughts and things I would like them to hear and know that they know. Because we know, everybody know, you know. And from you know right from wrong, good from bad, it's yourself you're beating every day. You know, because you know what you should have been doing, and you know when you're wrong, because you learn, you know. So as I say, with my music, seriously, I try to write these kind of lyrics. Because tell you right now, as we're there as a Rasta man now, I make enough songs telling people that I'm a Rasta man. So right now, I don't write those kind of lyrics now. Because you have people now who say, so what? You're a Rasta man, what you do? Me not see you do nothing. Your locks touch the ground, your uncle, your auntie, who no do nothing. You know, those kind of talk. So it's by your works now, people will know that you are the right Rasta man, or you're one of the good Rasta man. You know, serious, because you have people that have the locks and they're not Rastas. You know.
All right, wonderful. So, final thing, Russ, because this panel is called Faith Can Move Mountains. So, how did the Rastafari faith help you move in the mountains in the music business, in your journey?
Well, the mountain, we have moved them every day, because we have all that tune that we do with Shaka, it's out now. I'm on this journey, you know. So, the work not stop, you know. And as I say, with writing music, things you experience, you express it. Now, a lot of time too, you yourself didn't really experience that, but you see it happen around you. Because even the Rasta business turning a Rasta, my mother didn't really say anything. You know, when she see me as a Rasta, because I become a father at 15. You know, so I have to support my family. So at 17, I have 3 children. So as I say, with this music business, it's not a joke thing. For me, it's not a joke. It's work. So it's what I do, and all that I achieve in my life is from my mouth, what I sing, you know. And I'll hope that Jah will keep an eye that we will see me, you know, because we don't know when we're going to drop, you know. Because lots of my brethren, them are drop out. And you guys are doing these things because of those things also. That's why I know you're doing these things. Yeah. So all I have to make sure now that I am here to see these things.
Yes.
You understand?
Well, we were very glad that you're here, so
yeah, you know,
keep
so
that
I
up.
give thanks to
keep
be
it up.
here with you guys.
Yeah.
You know,
So,
Yes.
Roving microphone in the house. So we got time for just a few quick questions from the audience. So this is your chance to put a few quick questions to. Oh yeah, okay. We got one here and one here. Roving mic, yeah, come across. Yeah, in the middle here. Yeah.
Hey.
Hello.
Bless.
Mr. Grant. I met you twice. You're a lovely, humble man. I got inspired from you, yeah, and the Rastafari movement. You know, big tune.
Give
Since
thanks.
the front away. Faith can move bound.
Yes, I.
You just blessed me.
Yes, I.
You're blessed. Rastafari.
Give
Respect.
thanks.
Thank you for that comment. Yeah, I think we had a question over here. Yeah, over here.
Mr. Grant,
Yes.
nice to see you again. Fellow Brixtonian.
All right.
Big up.
Yeah, man, big up.
Fan. A question for you, sir. What do you think of contemporary reggae artists doing collaborations with other genres? You know?
Well, it's good. You know, everything is good. You know, but for me, I try to keep it one way. You know, as it's about control. That is one thing. You have to make sure you have control of what you do. And for me in the business and see how the business work, putting out the music myself, I could put out 6 Twinkle Brothers record within a week, and none of them affect each other. The 6 of them gonna sell to the people who are buying. Now, if I was singing for a producer over there, a producer over there, another producer over there, and one over there, everybody gonna release their Twinkle Brothers songs at the same time when they think you're buzzing. Because the whole thing is a marketing, you know. So you have to have a avenue to promote. So if you can't promote it, there's no market. So for me, I've been promoting myself all my life. So it's a marketing thing with them now. And me I feel in control with the marketing also. And that's where the thing is. So I don't mind because I've done collaboration with Polish. I've turned a group in Poland into superstars in Poland. I'm going to collect a medal in November. I'm going to get a medal for what I've done to Polish music and for Polish culture. You know.
Excellent.
Yes. And something happened in Poland with me, because I've been going to Poland since 1988, when it was communist, you know, was ruling. And I remember when they invited me over, the guy told me, the money, we don't know how to pay you, you know, because it's the lattice, you know. But you could do shopping. And I said, yeah, man, and I went there. And I was a millionaire in Poland. No, serious. In the banks, I had lots of millions when it's a lattice, yeah? But still millions. So if I never to be a millionaire again, I was in Poland.
Thank you for that.
Serious,
question.
you know?
Thank you. Yeah, I think we got one last question over here. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Group Saifu from Ethiopia. Twinkle Brothers, my question for you as the Rastafari elder in reggae musician, pioneer musician in Europe. What is your advice for this generation in reggae music impacting the world positively?
Well, as I say, with, you know, writing good lyrics and the market, because you have to have a market, who you want to listen to what you're doing. Because in the first place, it's not everybody gonna listen at the same time, you know. So from you create a atmosphere where you have 100 people, 200 people, 300 people listening and merchandising, because this thing is all about, as I said, self-reliance. So what I'm doing right now, I should be getting paid to do what I'm doing right now. That's how I look at it, you know, because nothing is free, you know. This festival making money from what I'm doing right now. You know, serious. We're not talking against nobody, you know. That's how the business is, yeah? the business is just business, and we have to make it more than just business. As I say, as an artist, we must can live and enjoy our living, you know what I mean, out of what we do. You know, so we give thanks for this gathering and, you know, for what the music is doing, pulling people from all over different country to come to this venue, which is good. And if you guys notice, I haven't been to America for a good while now. You know, because for me, America is too big. You know, it's too big to travel. So unless you have a proper tour thing, like say if you're going to California, you could go to California and you could do 10 dates for California. But if you try to go all over America, because I used to do it. I used to do 6-month tours from 1981, driving all over America, try to build up the thing. But as I said, me now in the business, from what I've learned around those times, I'm not gonna drive up and down to play my music for people to hear me. So I'm glad that people are, you know, still buying records or still listening to what we do, because I go where the music take me. You know, I'm not gonna rush Ray, yeah? So I'm glad that, you know, we're having this session now, and a lot of people turn out to just hear me talking, but serious, I'm not gonna badmouth nobody in this business, because everything helps. Okay. You just have to learn the business and do what you're supposed to do as an artist, you know.
Okay. Yes, thank you.
One question left. Thank you, Reggae University. One question I want to ask Ras Julio from House of Rastafari and Ras ID. Just an hour ago, Luciano visited that center, and now you are giving big conversation with one of the reggae elders. So tell us about the impact of House of Rastafari and reggae music.
You want to take a question first? The impact of House of Rastafari on reggae music? Well, you know, we know that reggae music has a very strong spiritual and cultural backbone. And here we are representing that spiritual identity. And that's why it's a joyful experience every year since 2003 to be part of this festival here in order to share and preserve the Rastafari culture within the reggae festival, within the reggae industry. We firmly believe that the Rastafari soul should be honored and be preserved within the reggae roots music. So we give thanks.
Thank you. Now, right about now, we're going to take a quick break, but don't go far because we will be right back here, 7 p.m. with Bushman. And of course, tomorrow, 9 p.m. on the Sun stage, you will have Twinkle Brothers. So one more time, big thanks to Norman Dead from Twinkle Brothers. Big thanks to Ross Julio and Ross Ivy from House of Rastafari. And thanks to all of you.
Yeah, man. Just keep listening and keep supporting Rastafari.